In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overtake it. John chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. There are two kinds of people in this world: people who love poetry and people who cannot stand it. There are the right-brained and then the left-brained, those who are strong P's on the Myers-Briggs personality types, who prefer to leave everything open-ended, and those who are J's and must have everything decided and sorted on a to-do list. There are those who speak in metaphor and abstractions and subtleties, and those who just want to cut straight to the chase. Or is it that simple? I'm not sure that we each fall squarely into one of these two camps. They are not mutually exclusive. We may be swept up in the beauty of John's language in his opening chapter and find ourselves lost in his poetry. Yet we also can be drawn back to the concreteness of this moment, this space and time, the feeling of the hard, stiff chair on our legs, the oaky smell of our wooden desk, the growl of our stomachs as we await breakfast. That's part of what worship tries to do, to bring together the transcendent and physical, the far away and the earthy, the divine and the very human. And that is what we are still striving to do, to find and create those spaces where we experience the holy, the sacred, in the midst of the mundane, where we taste a small bit of what this world could be and should be. That's the idea behind the incarnation, that God decided to come closer to us. The divine decided to deliver a message in person to us, as an actual person. The significance of being in person is not lost on us after these past 2 years. In today's digital world, we have multiple means of communicating with one another. Yet for all our advances in technology, we know that there are some messages best delivered in person. A marriage proposal, or the news of a loved one's death. In these cases, delivering the message in person makes a huge difference. And that is what we are trying to get our heads around. That this isn't a world of dualities or either or. It's not about separating the spiritual or emotional from the rational and physical. It's not about heaven being up there and earth being down here, or about art and music being better or worse than math and science. It's about bringing together the spaces that seem completely at odds, but are actually able to make the most complete picture. Instead of dividing and ranking and excluding, it's about joining and merging and creating something whole. There are two kinds of people in this world. No, actually, there are millions of kinds of people in this world. And there is one kind of person in this world. Good, beautiful, and full of complexity, contradiction, and nuance.